This is a calm Italian bedtime story. Let your eyes close and simply listen. Night comes to Trieste in a different way than in other cities. It arrives carried by air, by space, by a silence that feels wide rather than enclosed. You feel it as you step toward the sea, where the city opens instead of tightening. Buildings pull back slightly, streets breathe deeper, and the horizon becomes part of the night instead of disappearing. The air is cooler here, even in gentle seasons. It moves constantly, never rushing, never stopping. A slow, steady presence that touches your face and reminds you to breathe more deeply. You walk along a wide stone promenade. Your footsteps sound softer than you expect, as if the ground absorbs them with care. The pavement is smooth, pale, and calm beneath the lantern light. To one side, the city rests quietly. To the other, the sea stretches outward, dark and endless, holding reflections like long, slow breaths. You do not hurry. Trieste does not reward speed. It rewards stillness. The lanterns along the waterfront glow warmly, spaced far enough apart to leave pockets of shadow between them. You step from light into darkness, then back into light again, and the rhythm settles inside you. Light, shadow, light. Your thoughts begin to follow that rhythm without effort. You pass a bench facing the water. It is empty, its surface cool and smooth, as if it has been waiting quietly all evening. You pause for a moment, resting your hands on the stone railing nearby. The sea below is calm tonight, not flat, but steady. Gentle waves move slowly, touching the edge of the shore and retreating again, over and over. The sound is soft, repetitive, reassuring. You listen. Water against stone, air moving past you, a distant hum from somewhere deep within the city. Everything feels balanced. You continue walking, letting the promenade guide you forward. The buildings nearby are elegant but restrained. Pale facades, tall windows, shutters closed like resting eyes. The architecture feels open, not heavy. It leaves space for the sky. You look up. Above you, the night sky is deep and wide. Clouds drift slowly, stretched thin by the wind. The stars appear faintly, not sharp or demanding, but soft and distant, like memories rather than points of light. You walk until the promenade curves gently, and the city begins to feel quieter behind you. Ahead, you notice a small set of steps leading down closer to the water. You take them slowly. The sound of the sea becomes clearer here. Each movement of water is distinct, but not loud. The waves do not crash. They arrive, pause, and leave again, like calm thoughts passing through the mind. You stand close enough to see the surface clearly. The lanterns behind you stretch their reflections across the water in long, trembling lines. gold and amber, drift gently with each movement, never breaking, never rushing. You watch until your eyes begin to soften. Trieste has always lived between worlds, between land and sea, between stillness and motion. At night, those opposites stop pulling against each other and simply coexist. You turn away from the water and continue your walk. The promenade leads you toward a broader space, where the city opens into a wide square by the sea. The stone beneath your feet changes slightly, becoming smoother, more open. The lamps are fewer here, but their light spreads farther. You recognize Piazza Unità d'Italia. At night, the square feels vast and calm, like an open room under the sky. The surrounding buildings stand quietly, pale and dignified, their details softened by darkness. The space does not feel empty. It feels rested. You step into the square slowly. Your footsteps echo faintly, then fade. The sound disappears into the openness, leaving behind a feeling of space rather than noise. You stop near the center and look around. Behind you, the city rises gently. In front of you, the sea stretches out, dark and endless. The square feels like a meeting point between solidity and movement. You breathe in. The air here is different. It feels charged with distance, with journeys that began and ended by this water. But tonight, those stories are quiet. They rest. You begin to walk along the edge of the square, staying close to the sea. The wind brushes against you lightly. It does not push. It does not pull. It simply reminds you that you are present. You pass beneath the glow of another lamp and notice how the stone beneath it warms in color. Pale cream turns to soft gold. Shadows stretch gently across the ground, never sharp, never heavy. Your body begins to feel heavier in a pleasant way, not tired, settled. As you leave the square, the streets narrow again, guiding you inward. The city becomes closer. The sound of the sea fades slightly, but never disappears completely. It stays with you, distant but constant. You walk through a street lined with tall buildings. Their windows are dark now, their shutters closed. A few small balconies hold plants that rest quietly, leaves barely moving in the night air. You pass a doorway where a light glows faintly from within, just enough to suggest warmth, just enough to feel reassuring. You continue. Trieste at night feels introspective. It does not distract. It invites thought, then gently encourages you to let those thoughts go. You turn another corner and find yourself near a small cafe, closed for the night. Chairs are stacked neatly inside. The glass reflects the lantern light and the faint movement of the street behind you. For a moment, you see yourself reflected there. Calm, quiet, unhurried, you keep walking. The street slopes gently upward now. The stones beneath your feet are worn smooth, shaped by time and weather. The lanterns are fewer here, and the shadows deepen slightly, but the darkness still feels safe. You pause at the top of the slope and look back. From here, you can see the faint glow of the waterfront behind you. The sea is no longer directly in front of you, but its presence remains. It feels like something steady behind your back, holding the night in place. You turn forward again and continue. The city grows quieter with each step. The air feels cooler, cleaner. Your breathing slows naturally, syncing with the steady rhythm of your walk. You pass beneath an archway that frames a slice of sky. The stone above you is dark, smooth, solid. Beyond it, the night opens again. You step through. On the other side, the street feels narrower, more intimate. The buildings lean slightly inward, not to trap you, but to shelter you. The lantern here casts a soft pool of light that feels almost personal. You stop within it. The world outside that circle of light feels distant. Inside it, everything is calm. You breathe in slowly. You breathe out even more slowly. Your thoughts begin to drift, not in circles, but outward, like the sea itself. They stretch, soften, and then dissolve. Eventually, you move on, following the street as it curves gently toward a place that feels like the end of your night. The city no longer guides you actively. It simply allows you to pass. You reach a doorway. Inside, the air is warmer. Still, you close the door softly behind you. Outside, Trieste continues to breathe with the sea. The wind moves gently along the promenade. The water rises and falls in its steady rhythm. The square remains open and quiet beneath the sky. Inside, your body settles. Your shoulders lower. Your hands rest easily. Your breathing becomes slow and deep. The wide night of Trieste stays with you, not as a place, but as a feeling. Open, calm, held by space and air. Tonight, you are safe. Tonight, nothing asks anything of you. Tonight, sleep can arrive like the tide, gently, naturally, and you can let it carry you without effort. More Italian bedtime stories coming very soon. If you enjoyed this moment of calm, subscribe and like the video for more gentle storytelling.